Good afternoon, collectors. Welcome to March. Welcome to Department 56. March is National Women's History Month, so I hope some women out there are making history. And it's National Quilting Month, so guess what I'll be doing in my spare time? The weatherman tells us that it's still winter here in Minnesota, and there's a nasty rumor going around that we are due for a little more snow in the next day or so, and I'm just not real happy about that because we had like almost 2 feet last week, and we're still trying to dig out from that. So I hope you're getting spring where you are, but it'll be a while before we get spring here. Today I want to talk about some new pieces that I think sometimes get overlooked, and those are cross products and accessories. Now, we use the term cross product around here quite a bit, so I thought I would define what we mean by a cross product. A cross product would be like fencing, trees, things that can be used in more than one village. So, you can use trees in Snow Village or Dickens Village, and the same with fencing, or in Christmas in the City, North Pole. They don't always go in all of the villages, but they cross over from one village to another, and that's where the term comes from. So we call them cross products. So a lot of these you'll be able to find a home in multiple villages for them. So I'm going to start out with some of my favorites and some of the best sellers for the year, and let you get a little bit of a oops. Let's get my here. Sorry about that. That must be better, right? Is that? Yeah. Okay. Here is the first one, and I thought this was pretty funny when I saw it because these were very popular in our neighborhood this last year. Take those great big evergreens that grow next to the garage and decorate them up, and this is called the Outdoor Christmas Gnome, and I'm sure you've seen life-size versions of these. Here's our version of it. This is part of the popular peppermint candy cane line, and it's a sisal tree, and then these are really nicely hand-painted resin accessories that are attachments that go on there. So there we have that one, and I think it's really cute. And it would work in North Pole, it would work in Christmas in the City, it would work in Snow Village. I'm not sure Dickens Village, but if you like it and want it in your village, go for it. So that is the Outdoor Christmas Gnome. So, and there are some other smaller gnomes that are all resin that will be part of this series as well. I didn't have those to show you today, but there they are. And so that's one. The next thing I want to show you are these silhouettes. These are the wild animal silhouettes. They are falling down. They are made of metal. And you can kind of hear that they're made of metal. This one stands about 3.5 inches tall, and I think this one is 2 inches tall. So we've got a moose and a bear. And again, these are something that will, because of how they're put together, you can tuck them kind of in the tree line on your display. So if you've got some trees, you can have them right in front of the trees, and it'll be a nice thing to add to your village display. And there are going to be a couple of other ones. There is a set that is a Christmas tree, a Santa, and a reindeer, and I think those are red, white, and green. I couldn't get those either, but those are some other ones that will be available. And, they've got a nice skinny little silhouette so that you can just tuck them in a lot of places. So those are, again, the wild animal silhouettes. Those are new for this year. Let me put these where I can. Okay, here is a bigger accessory that I wanted to show you. If I can get it up here. And I will turn it on. This one, there we go, is called a Perfect 10. And the Perfect 10, whoops, we've got a tree that fell off. Santa is skating a perfect 10. The little elf here is giving him a score. And it's been a while since we've had a new animated skating piece like this. And what I really like about this is the size. The base is 6 inches wide, 8.5 inches long, which is, I would say, about 60% smaller than the regular animated skating pond. So if you've got a smaller display or an area where you want something just a little smaller, this will be a perfect animated piece for you. And isn't it cute? The one thing I do when I was setting this up before that I wanted to make sure I showed you, it's on the bottom of all of the animated figures, you will find they come with this yellow sticker. This is a Teflon pad, and when I first was putting it together, it was not in regular packaging, and it wasn't working, and I thought, well, gee, what's wrong? So I looked on the bottom, and sure enough, there was some fuzz left over from the packaging. I think it actually was a couple of pieces of the sisal that had broken off and were stuck there, and that kind of prevented it from working. So periodically you want to use a damp cloth, clean your skating pond surface so that it is nice and clean, and then I would say once a year, once every other year, replace these little stickers. These are available to purchase online. You can buy a whole package of them for just a couple of dollars, and it will keep Santa skating, or your skaters skating, or your hockey players playing, but it works on all of our animated pieces. Really a cute little set. It comes with the little sisal trees and the little extra elf that you tuck in there. So there you go. That's what that one looks like. Okay. Now all of these animated pieces, and I'll mention this now and as we go through, can be come with a battery pack that uses two C-cell batteries. And if to save on batteries, you can also use either our AC/DC adapter, which has 3 jacks on it, so you can plug in up to 3 accessories, or you can also use our building and lighting accessory system that you can hook up 12 pieces, a combination of lighted houses and accessories. So these are both great items to have in your village display arsenal. So all of these pieces will come with the battery pack, but you can make them AC/DC adaptable. Okay. The next item I have is my absolute favorite, and I will tell you right now, this was designed by Paul Lundberg. And when he did this, he had it sitting on his desk, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the cutest thing in the world. This is called Christmas Morning Express. And just to give you a little reference, this base here is approximately 3 by 3, and the little boy stands about 3.5 inches tall. Rebecca, can we scoot in? Can we get a good look at this? And he is manning the controls on the little train. He must have just gotten this for Christmas. And the train is going around on the track, and he's going in and out among the evergreen trees that are on the display. I just think this is the cutest thing I've ever seen. And all of this in this tiny little space. So this is just adorable. My very favorite one. And again, it comes with a battery pack that you can convert and use either the AC/DC adapter or use it with the building and lighting accessory system. I think this is just a must-have accessory. I really, really like it. I'm going to leave that up here and bring out another accessory, and that'll give you a little bit of an idea on the size on this one, because I think it's such a cute piece. Is, of course, we've got the Santa Comes to Town that we have had every year. I think this is the 23rd. I think in 2025 we will have the silver anniversary for that, and I know they're already planning something very special for that Santa Comes to Town. It started in 1995, and how it started is kind of an interesting little story. The artists were talking, and at the time, almost 25 years ago when this series started, we were mentioning, our kids were little, and we were mentioning that when they got an ornament for Christmas from someone, we would write their name and the date, the year that they got the ornament. And one of our artists said, I think the collectors probably would like to remember what year they got some of these accessories. And they decided, you want to rotate it? Okay, so let's take this one off. Yeah, enough of my favorite piece, right?
I just want to show the other side.
Okay.
I know it's probably similar.
It is similar. Here, let me put it in the middle and rotate it for you. Santa behind his sleigh, and he's kind of a Scandinavian Santa, as you can see with his boots and a polar bear instead of reindeer. He's given the reindeer the day off today. And he has a variety of things in his sled. This was designed by Kiri Navsted, who is our sculptor. So you will see just a little different flair, and Kiri really is doing a nice job designing these accessories and really giving a nice story. As you all remember, our old accessories artist Cynthia Markle used to really enjoy being able to tell a whole story with her accessories, and Kiri does the same kind of thing. So really a nice accessory. It's kind of long and narrow. Fits in.
Interrupted you telling us how they came to be, though. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, they really came to be. Rebecca said, I interrupted you. When they were deciding to do this series, they said, let's put the date on there so that the collectors can then remember every year that they got these pieces. So we do put the date on the outside, not always in a real distinct place, but somewhere that it's pretty easy to see if you're in the display without having to pick up the accessory or turn it over. You can see what the year for the piece is. So that's that piece, and I really like that one this year. Okay, the next one I have is, here we go. Another one that I need to use. I didn't put batteries in all the battery packs we're going to share. These were introduced, and they're shown in our brochure with the Griswold National Lampoon Vacation, Christmas Vacation. There we go. And these are they're called Lit Movie Premiere Lights. So people have been really asking for spotlights again, and these are really nice. They're metal, so they've got a little weight to them. They stand up very nicely on the batting or on your snow, and they have several different positions that you can use, and you can kind of see in the snow here. Can you see that? And they have a long enough cord that you can, if you wanted to, if you had them around a house, you could put one on either side and have the cord kind of hidden in the back. So I think these are going to be very popular for use in a lot of places other than just with the movie premiere piece for Snow Village. But they've got some adjustments that can be made so that you can direct the LED lights on them, and I think they're really nice. I mean, even if you were going to be showing your Santa Comes to Town piece, you can direct it, if you wanted to direct it towards the face of the polar bear. It really makes him kind of stand out a little more, or if you wanted to do that again around show Santa in a little better light, there you go. So those are really nice accessories to have. Okay, let's turn that off again. Do I need that again? Yep, I will need it again. Cross products, lots of animation. Okay, the next one is, I was very surprised when I asked Amy, our village brand manager, what the most popular selling accessories were. This was one of the top sellers, and I think it's really cute. It's called Outdoor Holiday Joy, and it's very popular to put just a simple little message outside your house, and I think this one is really cute. It spells out joy. It's made of several different materials. We've got the resin J and Y, and the O is a nice little sisal wreath, and again, this will work in any of the villages. So I thought this was a really cute piece. This is about, excuse me, about 4.5 inches, to give you a little reference, and it stands 2 inches tall. I just thought that was really, really cute. And you know, it would be cute just sitting on your desk just to create a little conversation at Christmas time. Excuse me. Okay. If the train was my very favorite, this is my second favorite. This is called the hot cocoa stand. And if there is ever an accessory that can tell a complete story, it's this one. And this one really, I just think, even if you wouldn't be a village collector, I just think it's a cute little stand-about kind of piece. The red color, I think, is really cute, with the wreath on the front and snow on the roof and the snow-covered sisal. You can get your cocoa with whipped cream. You can get it with peppermint sprinkles, marshmallows, and you can see all of those things listed here. The little hot cocoa containers here, and here's a little thermos that probably has the hot cocoa in it. I just think it's really, really a cute piece. And look at how cute the gnome looks with it. Give you a little reference there. I don't have the size on it, but it's a fairly substantial accessory. It's made of resin, but just as cute as can be. Like the little skates hanging up there. So, you know, on the side of the skating pond. What a cute accessory. I think this is a must-have. I love this one. Okay. Now this one, got lots of little pieces here. This one these are called the Village Hipsters. Now I've got a couple of park benches that I'm sure you'll recognize. And Village Hipsters are just some coffee-loving young people. You always are asking for more people who are seated, can sit on these park benches. And this comes in a set of 3. And I would use the tacky wax to keep them, just to put a little bit of tacky wax. I can get it open. Yep, there we go. Right, just a little on your finger. Put a little underneath on their butt. And they're going to be, whoops, except when I knock them over, they're going to stay pretty secure on this park bench. There you go. Now I got it on.
Someone's wondering who designed the hot cocoa stand. Do you know?
I believe that one was Scott. I'm not sure. I don't always know who does them because now we don't have one person designing all the accessories. They are a variety. I'm pretty sure Scott did these. I do know Paul did the train one. I think it was Scott who did that one. And I think Tom did the Santa skating pond one. So they are doing all of their own accessories. If they did the lighted building, then they're doing the accessory that goes with them. But I'll try to find out as we go along this year if I can find out who has designed the accessories. I'll try to do that for you because I know you're interested in things like that. So these are called the Village Hipsters. And, you know, they'll look good outside of Doug's Donut Shop. They'll also look really nice outside the Friends Central Perk Cafe. We did not have licensing permission to do the actual Friends characters. So that is why we came out with the hipsters that are going to kind of be the substitute people outside the Central Perk Cafe. So if you're wondering what the connection is, that's where it comes from. The actors who portray those characters on Friends, none of them were giving permission, so we had to improvise. But nice accessories, and like we always say, we're always looking for more people to be sitting on our park benches. And the last one is one that Rebecca's going to give me a little help with, because while it's really cute, it was Scott. Oh, I was right. Oh, thank you, Amy. We just got a little Post-it note with the information, and my guess was right. It is Scott. So this is the last one. It is called the Lit Christmas Pole Tree, and as you can see, Rebecca's turned the lights down because it really is very cute when it's lit up. And as you can see, it's a Christmas tree designed for places where there are no trees, like in the center of a town square, or in our association where I live, in the center of the gazebo, where we have a nice sheltered area, and we have a Christmas tree that looks very much like this. My own father built a contraption like this, and he would put it outside our house because we didn't have any evergreen trees in front of our house. So he would build this big Christmas tree, much to my mother's dismay, and he would set this up every year. But you really can see it much nicer in fall or in the darkness. And when your village is lit up, this will really be a stunning addition to many, many village displays. And again, this is one that comes with a battery box, or it can be used with a Village and Lighting accessory system or an AC/DC adapter. And if you have several of these, you can put 3 of them on one of these AC/DC adapters. So don't forget to follow us on Facebook for more fun and interesting facts about our snow village and our other villages, our snow babies, our possible dreams throughout the year. I'm always looking for things that have to do with whatever holiday is coming or what time of the year it is. Interesting background stories on the new pieces that I hope you enjoy. Let me know how you like things like that. And then watch our Facebook Live every first Thursday of the month at 4 p.m. Central Time. Our next Facebook Live will be April 6th, and until then, happy villaging.